DVD Era TV back at y'all with another one live from the dirty section of YouTube. Today we gonna talk about the Prodigy and N.O.R.E beef, or should I say the CNN crew versus MOBB beef. Let's get into it. Now, when I do these videos, it's not to restart or respark any old beef. It's to bring us back to a time in hip-hop when it was real and raw. Now, let's get it. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Now, the information I got on how this beef started comes from Prodigy book. Now, people that heard Prodigy book or heard about Prodigy book knows a lot of things he says in this book is not factual. He even admit a lot of the things is not factual. He just did it to sell books. So if you heard this beef start in a different way or from a different person's perspective, that's because I got this information on how it started from Prodigy's book. Now let's get into it. Now, according to Prodigy, Capone and Noriega's manager at the time, Tragedy, was having sex with Havoc's girlfriend at the time. And Havoc wanted to confront Gaddafi. So Havoc got his crew together to go approach Gaddafi at a place he always hangs out. And this place just so happened to be Capone's crib. They go to Capone's crib to confront Gaddafi, and Gaddafi comes in the hallway with CNN. As he comes in the hallway, Havoc confronts Gaddafi about smashing his girl, and Gaddafi denies it. Havoc is not hearing it. He ends up stalling on Gaddafi. And according to Prodigy, when Havoc hit Gaddafi, he hit the floor. And as he was trying to get back up to get it shaken, one of Mobb Deep's men said, "You bet not touch him." And then, Havoc continued to beat on Gaddafi. That's when Noriega steps in, pulls his gun out, and he fires a shot at the ground so he could stop the ruckus. As he shoots the ground, one of the bullets ricochets and hits one of Mobb Deep's homeboys in the leg. Now, after Johnny was shot, according to Ty Nitty, he sees Capone, Noriega, and Tragedy in the hood. He says this night he's been drinking and he's saucy. Capone and Noriega tries to get at him, and they end up jumping him. He said Tragedy didn't do anything, but Capone and Noriega jumped him. It wasn't nothing too crazy. It was something light. So now, after they jumped Ty Nitty, Capone and Noriega and Mobb Deep was booked at the same show in Jamaica, Queens. Now, according to Prodigy, only reason they even went was to see Nore and get even for what he did to Johnny, and that was shooting him in the leg. You get what I'm saying? So now, when they get outside, Ty Nitty approaches Nore and said, "Let's walk and talk." Nore walks with him, and according to Ty Nitty, he punches him 2 times in the face. And after Nore was punched in the face, he hits the ground, and Mobb Deep crew jumps him. Now, it's 3 different ways this story ends, so I need y'all to get in that comment section and tell me who y'all think is telling the truth. Now, according to Prodigy, after Nore was jumped, somebody in Nore crew pulls out a Tech 9 and starts shooting, and that's how Ty Nitty got shot in the back. According to Prodigy, he said Ty Nitty got shot in the back with the Tech 9, and he was in the back of his car bleeding like a pig and screaming. Ty Nitty says that never happened. He was shot with a 9mm. And he said, how could Prodigy even speak on this when everything was going down? He was hiding under the truck, so he didn't see what happened. And he said, anyway, he didn't get shot in the back. He got shot in his leg. Now, Nore was on a Breakfast Club, and, he was kind of bragging about it. And he said, Tragedy got jumped, and he shot somebody. He got jumped, and he shot somebody, basically saying that he was the one that shot Ty Nitty. Now, Ty Nitty did some interviews after and expressed that he didn't like the way Nore was trying to brag that he shot him when he wasn't the one to do it. Now, get in that comment section and tell me how y'all really think this ended and who's telling the truth. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. 1.